Hello, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I want to first apologise for not being on for a while. My life has been a little bit crazy, to say the least. I can't really share anything right now because there's still things happening. The good thing is that I started a new job and I absolutely love it. The team are so lovely. It's a great place. I absolutely love it. But other things have happened and I just haven't been able to post much. I've done a few short videos for you guys, but that's pretty much all I've been able to do. I've done a couple of stalls in between and tried to post things about them. I've been on my friend's hen do. We also had her wedding, which was absolutely stunning, very fitting for them. It was just so beautiful. I cannot stress enough how much I love them both and was so excited to be part of their wedding. I did a reading. I was very nervous to do it, but I got up there and I felt very comfortable doing readings. I've always felt very comfortable doing speeches anyway, so it was just, I loved it. I tried really hard to hold back my tears. It was just brilliant. The bad things obviously I can't really share right now because it's still going on, but hopefully I'll be able to get into a bit of a swing of things because I would really like to post more. I've always wanted to do YouTube for a long time, which I've mentioned, but yeah, let's just get right into it. So it is October now. I have a stall on the 8th of November. I did do a stall a couple of weeks ago at the Morley Market, which is one of my favourite markets to do. Love the staff, I love the area, it does really well. It's honestly one of my favourites. And I did a couple of ghosts. I did post about those, they honestly loved those. I also shared a video of some animals that I've made for someone's birthday. They loved those, which was great. I've done a few cardigans for a very lovely lady who seems to love every single cardigan, and she's really challenging me to do even more, and I love it. It really gets my brain thinking about different designs and different colours and really getting my skills up, so it's been a lot of fun. I have recently done a cardigan which I did post about, which is two halves, and a lot of people have said about the Wednesday Addams theme, so I don't really know the characters because I don't really watch it. I watched the first season, I just haven't watched it since, so apologies. But yeah, so we're coming up to Christmas stock now. Now, I've done knitted hats before. I'm not really a knitter, so I used my knitting machine. I've never had crocheted hats. I think I've done a couple baby ones. Not really sat and done them. So I thought I would do a couple of hats, maybe scarves. I've done a couple of Christmas candle holders, little jars that you can put candles in. So I got these very small, they are glittery candles, and I glued some pine cones on there. There's a little Santa bell, and I crocheted this on. This was just free-handed. I saw a picture and just free-handed it. I probably couldn't do it again. I did two and then that was it. I might be able to do it again, I don't know. It was quite easy, but I think I did like 4 rows of single crochet here and then did like 5 or 6 on this one, so. But they look really nice. And I love the bells on them. And I've got so many more bells, but I just don't really know what to do with them just yet. I do have a couple more jars, but they're a square shape, so maybe I could do the same thing and just change the design. But I could do maybe a granny square one, but I don't really know how to lift it up, so we'll see. So yeah, I thought I'd actually crochet hats and scarves, and I've had this type of yarn for a long time. I don't know where I got it from. I think it was Adam's mum that bought it for me. But I've got blue, yellow, pink and purple. So I thought I'd start with blue. And it is I don't know. Don't know what it is. There's a girl with a very nice fluffy hat on it. So, oh, it's a bit thinner than I thought. But it does say that you need to use a size 6mm hook. But it looks a bit thin to use a 6. Maybe it's to actually show the fluffy side of it. Who knows? So I'm going to sit and do that. I haven't done a hat in a while, so I'm going to have to look up how to do it. My mum's neighbour actually crochets, so she's given me a couple of crochet hats to sell, and she can have the money. It's not, you know, I'm not really that bothered. I just like doing the markets just for fun. So I got those sold, and she's done them quite nicely actually. I think she's done like a half double crochet, and then at the top where she's put the pom-pom, she's done like slip stitches to bring it in, which looks quite nice. I don't know if I can do that with this type of yarn, but I will give it a go. I'm watching the first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians of season 7. A little bit obsessed. It's quite good. So I'm going to watch a little bit of that, find out how you actually crochet hats and the sizing and stuff, and I will show you my progress. Well, I feel like I've been doing this for a very long time, and this is how far I got. It's actually quite nice. I definitely missed stitches and possibly added some, because you cannot see them at all. I've tried, so I've just carried on. I'll keep going. You see I've definitely missed some. I think there's a hole right there. I know that there's one down here somewhere. Oh, there's two. Oh, there's three. Yeah. But when, you can't really tell. You can't see them. I can't see them. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to carry on. Finished the first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It was quite good actually. If you're not a fan, that's fine. I really don't care. So now I'm going to watch Criminal Minds. I restarted it. I'm now on season 6. Been a little bit obsessed with it. I actually stopped watching it a while ago when something happened to Reed. Now I don't know how many people have actually watched Criminal Minds or are just starting it. Something big happened to Reed, and I kind of watched the episode, but it just upset me too much. I know it's just a TV show, but I love Reed, so I was like, I can't really watch this. So it kind of put me off a little bit, and then I started seeing clips of the new seasons today on Facebook. There's been one spoiler which I was so sad about and I kind of don't want to get to that point, but I quite like the episodes. It's such a good show, so I thought I'll just watch it. I have been watching High Potential as well. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that's such a good show. Definitely watch it, all on Disney Plus. But yeah, I'll carry on with this and I'll watch my Criminal Minds in my disaster room. I have done this much. Can't really see, I mean you can't see the holes obviously because of the light, but not in person. Now what I would normally do is have the hats this way, keep going and then fold it in half that way, and then have a brim, and then obviously sew around the top, tying it in. However, you only have this much left. I do have more balls of yarn, so I could keep going and do it how I normally do. However, I kind of think of folding it this way. It's big enough for a child, a baby. So I'm going to sew it this way, and then it's just one ball per hat. If I want to make a bigger one, then I obviously need to use more balls of yarn, but at least I know. So I'm just going to sew this up this way and tighten up the top, and that should use all of this. It should, in theory, use that. But we'll see what it looks like when I'm done. How cute is that? I actually love it so much. And it doesn't have to be rolled up, it can be... I'm actually obsessed. And I have this much yarn left. And the little tail. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Now, I do actually have some little pom-poms. So I think this would have looked nice, but it's a bit big. So I have this little white one. Stop. I have to sew this on. I'm so excited. Now I get these from Hobbycraft in the UK. Genuinely obsessed. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. Now what I've seen people do with these little pom-poms, they're so soft, especially with the ribbons, is they put them on a button. However, I don't think they can actually fit the button through the hole that's at the top. So I don't know whether to just tie it off and leave it there. Although the hole is quite big enough, I think, to fit a button in. I do have a couple. I have these ones that say handmade with love. It's a bit small, that one, but I've got different sizes. But I think this small one might be okay. It's just so when, if they want to wash it, then they can. I have to cut it. So I just did that without even telling. So I cut it to a point so that I could get it through the small holes, and because ribbon frays, it's easier to work with it if you just put a flame of it really quickly, not literally on it, you just float it over and then it kind of burns the ends a little bit. So it doesn't fray, and it's just so much easier to work with. I'm going to try and get this through. Managed to get the button on. And does it just come out? It should be. Yes, it does. It does just come out. I'm just going to make sure that this is really tight. I just burnt the ends. And there you go. A little hat. I'm actually obsessed. I love that. And that's my proper first crochet hat in a while, especially with a pom-pom and with a button on pom-pom, so they can easily take it off, throw this in the washer and just put it back on, because I do believe you can just wash it normally. Yeah, 40 degrees. So that's really good. And I've only just realised that there is a knit pattern for a slouchy beanie on the other side. Beautiful. So there you go. My first little hat, which I absolutely love, and realise I have to make more. I can't just sell one, which is a huge problem for me because I've done one and therefore move on to the next project. But if it's a small project, I need to remember to make more of them. I think if it's something quick and easy like hair clips, I am quite happy to make a couple of them. But medium-sized projects like this, I think in my mind it's like, well, I've done it. can't I just copy and paste, which would be really nice. Just snap my fingers and there's 1,000 of them. But no, I can't do that. But it was fun to make, so hopefully I will just do it. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with that. I'm really excited. Yeah, I have I'm teaching crochet and to some very lovely ladies. We did one lesson, it was really good. I have so much patience for teaching and they were absolutely amazing, picked it up really quickly, no problems at all, which I've never had problems with teaching anyway. But they were so lovely. So this is the second lesson. I did actually have one booked the Friday before my friend's wedding, but we went to the venue to find out what our roles are, what we had to do, how we had to walk down the aisle, things like that. So time just flew by. I was just too excited about the wedding to even think about teaching crochet. I don't even think I did any crochet in that weekend. So that'll be so much fun tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I do need to go to a local store which is called Country Baskets, which has so many arts and crafts stuff in, to get a crochet packet that I put together with some yarn and hooks. I didn't put any scissors or anything together, just because you'd have those at home anyway. I need to give them some stitch markers, which I do have a few in here. They've gone down significantly. This is what my friend made for me with my logo. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I talked a lot. I thought it was only fair to tell you what I've been up to because I haven't posted in a while. So yeah, so I'm just gonna carry on making some of these hats, watching my show, and I'll see you next time. Stay hopeful, stay cozy. See you later. Bye.